Hey guys, just doing a quick video on how to start your home loans DI. So these are the steps you should take in order. There's only really 3 things that you need to do to get it started, and the rest is calculations. So not as much fluff as the shares DI, but important nonetheless. So the first thing you need to do is go to the website of any major bank and go to the home loan section. So I'm familiar with the Bank SA, so I'll do that. The home loan section is usually advertised, so that's add. When it says sponsored, scroll down, you've got home loans there, or you could go to the main website and look for the home loans tab, and that's literally what you're looking for. Find the most basic variable rate home loan and screenshot the advertised rate. This is the rate you'll use for your DI home loan. Put this screenshot in your appendices. Let's see what Commonwealth Bank. Website looks like. I remember that it wasn't as easy to navigate. Commonwealth Bank, home loans, and usually they're advertising a rate. Yeah, see, not as easy to navigate. It's not straight up, so see our variable rate. Yes, it's still, they make it hard to look at this. This is the equivalent here for Commonwealth Bank. So what you would do, so I'm going to do the Bank SA one because it's so obvious. You screenshot it. Screenshot that area. And that would go into your appendices as justification for the interest rate that you're going to be using. It may be in your interest to also look at the conditions about this, but you just need a number to get started. So I'd be using 6.29% for my home loan DI. Next, find a house on realestate.com.au. It's already gone to Aberfoyle. I'll show what it looks like when you go to the main website. So there, we live in Aberfoyle, so you might as well pretend that I'm buying in there. So the first thing that comes up is this house here. Ensure it has a price range. Don't do a house that's for auction or under contract, because you are just researching this to have a number. Just like your shares DI, you just needed numbers off of the Yahoo Finance website. So here you just need a number for the home loan. So this is useless to you, under contract, useless. Useless. We'll see if there's a... That doesn't say auction, but it's asking for an offer. So you can see auction there. Okay, you don't want those. You just want a number with a house with a range. So I'll do this one. Screenshot the main picture of the house, address and price at the top. So this, I will screenshot this area. And literally the only purpose of that is to show that this thing exists and is real. Okay, you just didn't make it up. And that goes in your appendices. Now, the more important part is you go to the home loan calculator at the bottom. Scroll down, scroll down. This is the home loan calculator here. Now, this is important because there's a bunch of fees and charges that you're not aware of, okay? And this gives you a guess or a number to start off with that accounts for that, and then you can cover for that with your assumptions and limitations at the end of your DI. So what you want to do is scroll down to here, adjust the interest rate to match your chosen bank. My chosen bank was Bank SA at 6.29, so I'm going to change this 6.29 so that it's using the calculator, using a real rate from the bank. And so this is what I will screenshot now that it's changed to the matching rate. So I'd screenshot this particular area. Okay. Why is that important? Because we need these numbers here. So this number is something that you can talk about in your assumptions and limitations, because we've already discussed that home loans require a deposit. So we're just going to assume that you paid that deposit to take out this loan. But the most important thing for your DI is the loan amount, which is going to be $685,239. That is going to be my PV for my default loan in the DI, which I'm going to compare to all the strategies to see how much money is saved by those. Okay, you can see in this scenario that we're assuming that the deposit was 15% of the home loan value. So because of that, because it's less than 20%, I need to pay the lender's mortgage insurance on top of that, and that goes into the price of the home loan. Okay, and then you can see this calculator accounts for a couple of fees: stamp duty, transfer fees, government fees, which is something you can research in here. So if you hit this View Calculator Assumptions button, this is to start you off. You can read about what some of these fees are that the calculator is considering. Okay? You don't know what those fees are going to be until you buy a house. So you are doing your best effort to research what those fees would be to get a somewhat realistic DI. So if you're using this home loan calculator, you might as well talk about the assumptions that it's telling you it's making, because that's give you something to write about in your actual assignment. All right? So that's the first assumptions you could find. These are things that should be in your discussion for the DI. And also, another assumption that you can look into is this. So go to your Home Loans DI materials package and go to this link. And here is more detailed analysis and discussion of the hidden upfront fee. So you can see in the home loan calculator, it talked about stamp duty, transfer fees, etc. But this reference talks about what those things are and gives you alternate numbers. Okay, so these are other alternate numbers that may be used just to give you an idea that there's more to the cost of buying a house than just the loan amount. Okay, it's not that you're going to use these numbers, it's just so that you're aware that they are to be considered in your assumptions and limitations. So once again, you open the hidden costs of buying a home link, which is this. Read about all the other upfront costs in detail, because this calculator didn't tell you what these things mean. It just tells you what they, how much they cost. This explains what those things are. These are things you could discuss in your DI for assumptions and limitations. All right. So clicking that and clicking this is for your discussion part of your DI, but the important part that you need numbers-wise is this number here, 685,239, because the last step that you need to starting your home loans DI is using the loan amount from realestate.com.au, which is this, 685,239. You need to find the default monthly repayment for your loan with the bank. So, TVM Solver, I've determined my PV is going to be that. The interest rate that I researched was 6.29. I don't want to owe anything at the end of a loan. Payments are monthly, compounding periods monthly. Default loans are 360 months or 30 years. So solve for PMT. That is telling me my default monthly repayment for the loan with the bank is $4,236.98, which is pretty close to what this calculator is saying. Okay, but this is what you're going to use, what you actually calculate. And then we want to find the default interest paid for the lifetime of the loan. So Desmos calculator. Interest paid is equal to PMT times by N, which is 360, minus the PV 685,239. So my default home loan, I'm going to be paying $840,073.80 in interest by default if I just do the loan as normal. Okay, and the remainder of your DI is just showing how different interest minimization strategies work and how they save on the default interest paid, which for my made up one here is this. Any strategies that I apply are going to reduce it, and your whole DI is about, well, how much did I save by doing this? How much did I save by doing that? Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. That's how to start off your home loans DI, so not a lot of research. 3 main steps to get it started. See you in the next video.